Before you spend another $1 on Dragon Ball cards, watch this first, because one of these mistakes can quietly wreck your collection or waste your money. The first mistake is simple, only chasing the big hits. Everyone wants secret rares, God Rares, and the flashy cards. And yeah, I get it, those cards are sick, but here's the honest truth. If you only care about the biggest pull in the pack, you start ignoring everything else. And that's where a lot of collectors mess up, because not every card screams at you straight away. Some cards grow on people later, some become harder to find later, some fit decks better later, and some just really age well after the hype settles. I used to do this myself. I used to rip packs. If there wasn't a hit, I skim through everything else and move on. Then later you look back and think, wait, I had that card. Game over. The fix? Stop judging cards only by the first reaction. Look at artwork, playability, rarity, demand, set relevance, long-term appeal. Because sometimes the card you ignore today is the card you wish you had tomorrow. What's one card you pulled and didn't appreciate later? Comment down below. Mistake number 2. Now this one hurts. Not protecting your cards properly. It only takes a scratch, a soft corner, some edge damage, one bad binder and one bad storage box. That's it. You can pull an amazing card and damage it yourself even before it has a chance. And the worst part? It's completely unavoidable. Sleeves, top loaders, semi-rigids, binders that actually protect your cards. None of this is complicated. But if you ignore it, you're taking unnecessary risk every time you touch your collection. A crazy pull in a bad box is not a win. It's delayed damage. The fix? Protect your cards immediately. Not later, not tomorrow, straight away. The third mistake. Now this one is probably the biggest mistake on the list. Following hype blindly. If everybody is suddenly talking about one card, if every post is about it, if every seller is pushing it, if every collector is panic buying it, you're probably already too late. That's the part a lot of collectors don't want to hear. A lot of collectors jump in when a card is trending because it feels safe. It feels like momentum. It feels like you're making the smart move. But a lot of the time, that's peak. And I've done this. You see the hype, you think, I need this now before it goes even higher. Then a few weeks later, everything cools off. That's not strategy, that's emotion. The fix? Don't buy because everybody else is shouting. Buy because you understand why the card matters. Ask yourself, is this real demand? Is this short-term hype? Is this card actually rare? Does this set have long-term strength? And would I still want this if nobody was posting about it? That last question matters a lot. Because if the answer is no, you're probably chasing noise. If this video saves you from one bad buy, then hit subscribe. That's the goal here. Smarter collecting, less regret. The fourth mistake. Now, this one is painful because every collector has a story. Selling too early. You pull a good card, it jumps a bit, you take the quick win. Sounds smart, right? Sometimes it is. But sometimes you sell the card right before it takes off. And then you see the price later and think, why did I move that so fast? The problem is, a lot of collectors make the decision with zero plan. No target, no reason, no timeline. Just impulse. The fix? Before you sell, ask yourself, am I selling because I need the money? Am I selling because the card is overhyped? Am I selling because I've hit my target? Or am I just being impatient? There's a big difference between a smart exit and a rushed exit. Now the last mistake is way more common than people think. Not actually knowing what you have. And I don't just mean owning cool cards. I mean really understanding your collection. What's rare, what's undervalued, what's condition sensitive, what's actually worth protecting more carefully, what has strong long-term potential. Because if you don't know what's in your collection, you can't make good decisions. You might undersell something, you might overlook something. You might trade away something important, or you might leave value sitting there without even realizing it. This is where a lot of collectors lose without even knowing they're losing. The fix? Take time to audit your collection. Know your key cards. Track your best pieces, check values properly and understand the rarities, and pay attention to condition. Even a simple system helps, because once you know what you actually have, you don't collect blindly, and start collecting with purpose. Drop in the comments, what's one card in your collection you think people are sleeping on? So let's run it back. The 5 mistakes are: only chasing big hits, not protecting your cards, following hype blindly, selling too early, and not knowing what you have. And the big lesson in this is, a strong collection isn't built by just pulling heat. It's built by making smart decisions over time. If you've made any of these mistakes, don't worry. Most collectors have. I have. What matters is spotting them early and fixing them now. So if you want more Dragon Ball content, more honest collector's advice, and more videos that actually help you make smarter moves, subscribe. And in the comments, tell me this: which mistake have you made the most? Collect what you love, protect what matters, and don't let hype make the decision for you. And as always guys, that's it for today. So if you've had a bad day, power up, pull big, stay legendary. See ya.